Alright, so boom. Rap songs that came and went. I'm going to say this right now. Do not take this video to be super literal. What I'm going to do for this video is solely go off the Billboard Hot 100 chart. As most of y'all know, the Billboard Hot 100 is a chart that ranks the top 100 most popular songs in the country. From streams, purchase sales, views, radio airplay, all of those things are calculated every single week and ranked in order of most successful. With that being said, there are songs that are only on the Billboard chart for 1 week and then they immediately fall off. And that's exactly what I'm going to be covering. I don't mean came and went like nobody anywhere in the world listens to this song anymore. It's not that serious. Just because a song isn't on Billboard doesn't mean people don't listen to it. For this video, my definition of came and went is came and went off the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Singles that was on the chart for only about 1 or 2 weeks before they fell off. I'm also specifically doing singles, so tracks that the artist pushed as a radio hit or a promotional song for one of their projects. Because to push a song as a radio hit and for it to barely chart, I think that's very underwhelming. But one song y'all should listen to in order to help it reach the Billboard chart is Blind by the artist Yafway.
They upset by the checks, by the money I be seeing. I'm in shining around my neck, make them go blind when they see him. I'm in shining around my neck, make them go blind when they see him. They go blind when they see him. And they go blind when they see him. The way they say it, double gets, give the haters a new reason. I'm in shining around my neck, make them go blind when they see him. I'm in shining around my neck, make them go blind when they see him.
Follow Yafway on his Instagram, YouTube channel, and SoundCloud. Let's get that boy a hit song. On to the list.
Yeah, everybody wanna be like me. Ooh, yeah, everybody wanna be like me.
First of all, the fact that Lil Pump had so many high tier features on this album is insane. Everybody from Kanye West, Offset, woo, Quavo, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Gangsta, and 2 Chainz was on this album. I don't know how he got the plug like that. But the biggest feature of all is the song that I'm highlighting here, and that's Lil Wayne on the song Be Like Me. After this song and after that collab project with Rich the Kid, I almost put Wayne in that Snoop Dogg category of this man would make a song with anybody. Be Like Me was released 1 day before the Harvard Dropout album came out. The song came out on February 21st, 2019, and the album came out the next day, February 22nd. This was also the 7th and last single for the project. Dating all the way back to April 2018 with Let's Get It, Pump had hella songs he was pushing for radio in preparation for this album. Be Like Me is a song of Pump calling out other artists for trying to be like him. It's that simple. From their rap style, the colored dreads and tattoos, Pump was so popular around this time that he was seeing the rising number of artists trying to jack his style and labels trying to create the next Lil Pump. So he made a whole song about it.
I give a dick, she gon' fit it in a pound. I see narco nigga, you cannot melt this.
Even in the music video, he took the real Slim Shady vibe to it and had a bunch of NPCs look like replicas of him. I can't front, although the song has a goofy, upbeat vibe to it, it's still pretty stupid based on the lines themselves. I take drugs like it's vitamin C. I'm a millionaire, but I don't know how to read. I'm a role model that these kids wanna be. I just match a pregnant bitch that's overseas.
Ooh, yeah, you can talk shit about me every day, but I'm still rich at the end of the day.
Lil Wayne's verse is nearly 75 seconds long. That's 1:15. You wouldn't think Wayne would care enough about a Lil Pump track to give him a verse that's over a minute. I thought it would be a quick 16 bars and 30 seconds long or something. But I think what it is the relatable subject matter, you know? Making a song about how younger people and up and coming rappers are biting your style and trying to look and dress like you. If there's any rapper in the universe that knows what that feels like, it's Mr. Hollygrove himself. Be Like Me debuted at number 72 on the chart on March 19th, 2019, about a month after it and the album came out. And instead of slowing down on the charts and only going down a few spots as the days went on, it fell off the chart completely after March 9th. Another crazy fact about this song is that Be Like Me is the final Billboard hit in Pump's career. This song is 4.5 years old, and Pump hasn't had a song reach the top 100 since then. He's been releasing hella music. Hell, since Be Like Me, Pump has released 32 singles, some of them solo, some of them with hella other people, but none of those 32 songs have charted on Billboard at all. I know people have been saying for a while now that Lil Pump fell off, but when you look at the Billboard paperwork, it just proves that notion even more. This kid went from getting multiple Billboard entries with I Love It, Let's Get It, Welcome to the Party, and of course Gucci Gang, but now Pump can't get a hit song to save his life. There's another song that's going to be on this list later that actually charted in the same week as Be Like Me. And just like Be Like Me, it was only on the chart for 1 week. I'll point it out when we reach it. How many of y'all remember this song? Unlike Lil Pump, who released all of his singles for his album before the album dropped, Future took the other route that some artists do. Every single from the Future album was released after the album came out. And the third and last single that was released was Extra Love with Young Gangsta. And it was easily the least successful song out of the three. The Future album came out February 17th, 2017. The first single was Draco. Draco was released 4 days after the album came out, peaked at number 46, and was on the Hot 100 chart for 2 months. The second single, released 2 months later on April 18th, was, come on now, we all know this song. It was Mask Off. And Mask Off became this nigga's like most popular song ever. And then, while Mask Off and the album itself was running up the numbers, Future decided to add some deluxe edition tracks to the album. One of them was Used To featuring Drake.
Mexicano, working like a Mexicano. New persona, I'm moving on from Ferragamo.
Which for some reason wasn't released as a single. Apparently Used To was supposed to be the lead single to Beast Mode 2, but something changed to where it was just thrown on this project as a deluxe song instead. It was still a hit though. The second bonus track was the remix to Mask Off featuring Kendrick Lamar, which also wasn't released as a single. But then the third song, which was released as a single on June 30th, was Extra Love. As much as I think Future is a cool ass dude and all, I will have to disrespect him by saying this. I'm not surprised that Extra Love was not a huge song for him. This song is kind of boring. It's really just an okay chill song to have on. Extra Love is an entire flexing song. Him and Young Gangsta rapping about how their lifestyle is being some rich niggas, diamonds, Rolexes, and not settling down with anybody, and they prefer to smash a lot of girls. At one point, this man Future rhymed Mona Lisa with the word beach. For me personally, due to how mid this song is, like I said, I'm not surprised in the slightest if most of you don't even listen to this song anymore. Extra Love barely even made it on the Hot 100 chart. It entered at number 99 on July 22nd. It went nowhere higher than that, and it immediately fell off the next week. And because it was the final single for the album, 4 months after the album came out, I think Extra Love was kind of a misfire. This song has to be one of the most overshadowed tracks of Curtis Jackson's whole career. So there's an original, Out of Control, that was released September 13th, 2005 as the final single to the Massacre album. But then there's a version with Mobb Deep simply titled Out of Control Remix. This remix came out 2 weeks after the original Out of Control on September 27th, 2005. Because they was released so closely together as singles, people were just playing both of them, but one became way more popular over the other. And that was the remix over the original. If I'm keeping it $150, these songs really don't have anything in common. They sample different songs, the melodies on the hooks are different, the beats are different. The only thing they share is the name, because you kind of get a different feel when you listen to both songs. The original Out of Control is a solo 50 track that has a much more gutter and heavy drum sounds to it, like kaboom, kaboom. And he's just rapping about how he can have the club on fire. Bring the Dom Perignon, bring the hoes. Hey, if I'm involved, the dance floor gonna always be lit. I do my thing in the club. Every chance I get, I tear it up. Dance floor jam packed. Look, I got them going out of control. The remix with Havoc and Prodigy, first of all, this is the one that got them nice ass pianos. That dun 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 dun. It has that. It doesn't sound as street as the original. 50 rapped about the same thing he did on the original. Havoc talking about trying to get the young girls in the club, but he ain't trying to catch a case like Kobe. And Prodigy says how he's so ghetto, he keeps that strap on him everywhere he goes, even in the clubs. This is also the version that got the chorus that you know and love. You know I got what it takes to make the club go out of control. The original Out of Control only made it to number 92 on the Hot 100 on September 17th, and as you can imagine, the reason why it's in this video, the song fell off the chart right after. And that was because of the popularity of the remix. The remix peaked at number 6 on the chart on October 1st, and it stayed on the chart for 19 weeks. I once made a video called Rap Songs That Get Overshadowed, and this song, Out of Control, was a perfect song I could have put on the sequel for that list. The remix with Mobb Deep is way more popular, to the point where as the remix was getting hotter and hotter, most people just ignored the original track.
Speed it up, eat it up, eat it up, eat it up.
Okay, this is the second song I was talking about at the end of the Lil Pump entry. Speed It Up by Gunna was released on February 11th, 2019 as the second and last single to Drip or Drown 2. It entered the Billboard Hot 100 at 91 on March 9th, and it was only on the chart for that 1 week. The sad thing about Speed It Up is that it's hella outnumbered by songs from this project that weren't even singles. So as mentioned, this was from Drip or Drown 2 that came out February 22nd, 2019. The first single was called One Call, which was released on the 1st of the month.
I done got me some bands too. I can drip on the ground too. So my hood let it down too.
This song low-key came and went too, as it was only on the chart for 2 weeks. But that was double the amount of time for Speed It Up. One Call is sitting at 17 million views on YouTube, 19 million if you include the 2 million views from the music video. Speed It Up, however, is not only not touching 19 million, it has less views than non-single tracks like Got a Daughter Buying Her Baby Birkin, Fuck the Good and Got Her Legs Hurting, Three-Headed Snake with Thugger, Who You Foolin', and finally, it has less views than one of the most goated songs on this whole tape. All of these songs are blowing Speed It Up out of the water, and they wasn't even singles. Speed It Up came out on February 11th, and if you ask me, this song is boring as a motherfucker. Every song that I just named from Drip or Drown 2 prior to this that has more views, I don't blame y'all at all for spinning those songs more than you spin this. The hook is minimalistic as hell. Speed it up. Speed it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Golly. Baby. Katie. Coupe. Mercedes. Wheezy. Wavy. Eyes lazy. My life. Crazy. When I first heard this song, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is one of his weakest flexing songs, without a doubt. Granted, this was early Gunna, so a lot of his songs wasn't on Billboard for that long for his early career. People don't really be placing high on the charts as soon as they come out, so that's understandable. But dude already had Drip Too Hard with Baby, Never Recover with Baby and Aubrey, Life Goes On, Space Cadet. Actually, no, Gunna had hella hits by this point in early 2019. Speed It Up was just a miss, that's all that is. Usually when an artist has a song that charts really low in that 80 through 100 range, it was because it was a non-single Lucy or a deep cut from a project that just got hella streams enough to push it onto the chart. But for Speed It Up to be a single for this album, these were low numbers from what he was previously doing. Ask anybody to name their top 5 from Drip or Drown 2. Niggas not even gonna tell you Speed It Up, Eat It Up.
Yeah, for dick in the face, make a beatbox. Ain't seen a thing hotter since he pop. Fuck that, 4-5 got it on D-Cop, on it.
The Baby and Youngboy Never Broke Again. Have any of you guys even checked out these dudes' collabs? Whether it be a couple of songs or their whole collab project, Better Than You. Have you guys even listened to this shit? I remember when this project dropped because I remember the song Hit, where Youngboy was getting his best Playboy Cardi impression on.
I got a stick in this bitch. Hit.
Neighborhood Superstar was released February 25th, 2022, and if you ask me, this song is way better than Hit. I get Right Foot Creep vibes from this song. This track totally sounds like something that would have been on Top or Sincerely Kentrell. It'll fit great in those track lists. The track is admittedly about the exact same thing they both always rap about, so don't expect anything different. I don't take disrespect, I'll peel nigga top, fuck with me, I'ma leave a stain kind of bars. The appeal on this one is the piano beat and the flows from the both of them. Like, these flows are cold from these dudes, I can't lie.
Maybe they know that they never could get to me. Know that they never could finish me. Let out my glizz, I'm feeling a symphony, yeah.
So this track, Neighborhood Superstar, although released as a single, landed at number 89 on the Hot 100 on March 19th, and it was only there for that week. And the craziest part is, y'all, This is the most popular song on this mixtape. It has the most amount of views on YouTube at 23 million, whereas Hit has the second most at 17 million, and it's the only song from this mixtape to chart. Hit didn't make it on there, and the third single that people really don't even remember was Bestie, which also didn't chart. The project as a whole dated at number 10 on the Billboard 200 and was there for 5 weeks, but in regards to individual songs, Neighborhood Superstar was the only one to chart and was there for 1 week. This isn't the most popular song that Jonathan and Youngboy have together though. That title belongs to Jump.
I make it jump like crack in the 80s. Baby, these bitch ass niggas ain't crazy. Broke ass, that scalp go straight to my.
But either way, y'all let me know if y'all think Youngboy and Jonathan work well together, or if y'all never really cared about their collaborations.
Outro, outro, outro.